After I did the 3 ways to win any jiu-jitsu match video, I thought it would be a good idea to do a video about how to go from your white belt to your blue belt. First, before we get into any techniques, let's admit that these aren't hacks, these aren't magic, what I'm about to tell you. You are going to have to put in time, something to the tune of maybe 300 hours or so. Branching off from that first video, we could take each of those 3 positions, takedowns, mount, and back, and set up a somewhat arbitrary, pretty decent system of, say, 3 techniques from each of those positions. So 3 takedowns, 3 ways to the mount, and 3 escapes from the back, for example. From there, we could add the same arbitrary number, 3 in this case, to transitions to and from those positions. So we could say 3 sweeps and 3 attacks from a transitional position like close guard or half guard. So, right, if you're counting, we're up to 3 takedowns, 3 submissions from the mount, 3 submissions from the back, 3 sweeps from half guard or close guard, and then maybe 3 passes combined between close guard and half guard. We can take our arbitrary system of 3 and make it a little less arbitrary and put some more weight in the areas that would be more important. You know, if we're talking about ground fighting, it's kind of important to get it to the ground. So this might mean putting a little more weight on takedowns. So you might require a blue belt to learn 3 wrestling takedowns and 3 judo throws or something like that. Now we're up to 3 wrestling takedowns, 3 throws, 3 guard passes, 3 submissions from the closed guard, and 3 sweeps from either closed guard or half guard, 3 submissions from the mount, and 3 submissions from the back, and ideally 3 transitions either to mount or back. Inevitably, the question of testing and curriculums is going to come up. It's this whole video. So I think that blue belt is actually one of the areas where that's a pretty good idea, because what a blue belt means is that you've got a solid foundation of the basic understanding of this sport. You understand the core mechanics and the core positions and foundations. And you're still working on, as Chewy calls it, the prototype. That's purple belt. You haven't sort of earned the privilege to start to work on your prototype black belt self yet. Ultimately, there's a ton of subjectivity that's going to come down to the coaches, the coaching preference, the school, the affiliate program, all those kind of politics that are unfortunately somewhat inevitable in jiu-jitsu. But if you can follow these steps that I've outlined here, understanding those basic positions, takedowns, mount, back, add to that guard and guard passing, and then understand how to transition between those, and then submit from those positions, you'll be well on your way to earning a blue belt.